I'll show you. Ben, you're here. Gaffer's there. You're here. Gaffer there. If you need it for the translation, you can. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Just introduce everyone on the top table first of all. To my left, defender Ben Davies, manager Mauricio Pochettino, and assistant manager Jesus Perez. We'll start with questions for Ben. If you do want to ask a question, I understand there's a button on every desk, and that's to help the translation at the back. So if you do want to ask a question, please press the button beforehand. Raise your hand if you want to ask a question to Ben. We'll get started. Yep, Ian.
Ben, good evening. Harry Kane says that you all need to step up in order to deal with the pressure. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think you want to be involved in games that are high pressure situations, and to make them even sweeter, we want to win those games. And a couple of times this year we haven't quite done that, but hopefully we can start on a good one tomorrow night.
Any more for Ben? Jamie.
Hi, Ben. There have been suggestions that Gareth Bale's time at Real Madrid may be drawing to an end. I know it's not something you control, but how excited would you be about the potential of him returning to Spurs? And tell us a bit about how inspirational he is for you when you meet up with the national squad.
Yeah, I can't really comment on him coming to Spurs. I don't know if that's even possible. But look, when we play with him at national team, he's a leader. He loves his football, and he loves being the man with the talent in the team. He shows us, he sets the example on the pitch, and he's a joy to play with.
Okay, last call for Ben. Any more questions for him? Yep, we'll go for Andy over there.
Ben, I just wanted to know what you think about the approach, given the way the tie is with the 3-0 lead. Have you been in this sort of position before where you don't, what's the approach, whether you attack or defend, or how you deal with a 3-0 lead?
I think you have to ask the man next to me the approach to that game. Look, for us, it's just about not being complacent. We go into the game looking to put a professional performance in and do the job that's asked of us. And the main thing is the result tomorrow night.
Okay, got a question, Rachel, down here.
Yeah, there are players in the squad who have played in Bundesliga and have experience. Have you spoken to any of the players for any tips or how it's like playing here?
I think this is going to be the third time we've played here in the last 3-4 years. So, we've experience of playing here. Although we haven't been in this situation before, look, it's playing against another top side, so we have to be ready for the quality they've got.
Okay. Any more for Ben? No? Okay. Thank you, Ben. Cheers.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Okay, who'd like to ask? David, first question for the manager.
Mauricio, do you see this as an opportunity to make history, given the fact that Spurs have only ever been in 2 previous quarterfinals, one European Cup, one Champions League?
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to play. Of course, to go to the next round in a very important competition like Champions League. But I think we are all agree that first of all we need to performance in our best way. I think tomorrow is going to be a tough game. It's going to be very difficult. We need to forget the first leg, and we need to be focused and try to beat Dortmund here again. That must be our approach. We need to go to the pitch and not think in the first leg only to have very good performance, very professional performance, and try to win the game.
Okay, John.
Mauricio, I was going to ask you just about how you approached that game, because the first leg result was so good, so impressive. I mean, do you have to go out and attack? Is there a danger of trying to defend that first leg lead?
No, I think we need to play like always we play, trying to win the game. That is the most important. We cannot think in the first leg. We need to forget that. I think it's so important to start the game in a very good level. We must be aggressive. We must to fight from the beginning. High tempo. I think that is the key. It's going to be the key. Of course, that we know very well that Dortmund is a great team. They are on the top on the Bundesliga because they deserve to be there, not because no one gave nothing. And of course, it's true that it's going to be tough because they are going to, for sure, start the game so aggressive and trying to push us to defend deeper. But we need to show the same aggressivity and try to play in our way. And I think we are going to be ready for sure because we know very well that the 3-0 on Wembley is not important tomorrow. The most important tomorrow is try to play well and try to beat them again.
Okay, it's a question from the gentleman at the back. Yeah.
Mauricio Pochettino from Fox Sports. I want to know if, given the result of the first leg, is there any chance that you could play tomorrow with a mix of players, or you will play with the best player you have available?
No, we are going to play, and I'm going to take the decision trying to put the best starting 11 that we believe, with one or another name. And you know very well, if you follow a little bit Tottenham, that is not 11 players that can play in different games. I think is we can rotate, we can change, we can use one or another. I think that is our strength. Tomorrow we are going to put the best players that we believe that are available to play and performance in the way that we want.
Okay, we go Matt, Carrie, John, Ian. Matt.
Maurizio, you've brought Harry Winks and Eric Dyer. If you wanted to start them, are they fit enough to start? And also, you have the opportunity to get into a quarter-final. Do you believe you can win this competition?
No, step by step. I think the most important now is tomorrow. In a competition like Champions League or Europa League or domestic cups in England, Carabao or FA Cup, you need not only to win games, you need more than lucky. Some time to arrive to play the final. The draw is so important. I think many circumstances are involved that sometimes you can arrive to play a final and maybe win a final, and maybe you are not the best team on Europe or not the best team on England. Always for me the most important is like the Premier League or the Bundesliga or La Liga. The more consistent team always win, and the best team always beat the another 19 opponent. Of course, the cups, many circumstances can happen. The belief, of course, the belief that is that we can beat any team. But now I think we need to tomorrow to show and to make a very good job and be professional and be aggressive and try to forget the first leg and be focused in that game and try to be better than Borussia Dortmund. But of course, in our ambition and in our mind is we are always positive and we trust in ourselves. And of course, you can beat any team if you are focused. If you are not focused, look, we can lose again Burnley, and Burnley after us lose again Newcastle and Palace, and look how is football. The most important is the approach for tomorrow, that to be concentrate and focus and give your best. That is the most important thing.
And would Winks and Dyer be fit enough to start?
Sorry?
Press the button.
Would Winks and Dyer be fit enough to start if you wanted to?
We need to assess both. They are here because still we need one day more to assess if they are going to arrive. I don't know. Dyer is a lot of time that no play. We'll see. Maybe it can be on the bench. I don't believe that can start. But Harry Winks the same. We need to assess after this afternoon, after the training, to see how he feels tomorrow.
Okay, Carrie.
Mauricio, you said in an earlier round that because of the lack of transfer signings, because of the stadium, you'd have to measure your expectations, your ambition. But Harry Kane talking about the fact that once again Tottenham have a chance of making another statement, getting into the quarterfinals for the first time as this team. Also, Danny Rose talking about a speech you gave at half-time. He said, unlike anything he's heard before. Have you got something held back for this occasion, Mauricio, or have you gone too early with your half-time speech? And what have this team done for you to get you here?
I don't know from where can start, no, to answer the question. First of all, I don't know what Harry said. I don't know. I didn't hear. But of course, what maybe he told to you was showing his ambition and the team ambition. And of course, like I repeat, the problems, I repeat a lot. Sometimes I think maybe this press conference can be the number nearly 100 press conference from the beginning of the season. Every 2 or 3 days, we are always talking. And sometimes it's so difficult that you take right, or sometimes I am tired and maybe I don't express myself, or I didn't express myself what I want to tell you on the reality. But like now it's very confused, my message, because I don't know if I telling you I am talking right. But you know, this group of players are very ambitious. The club is ambitious. Another thing is what we can do, or what we do. We did on the past. That is completely different. If we cannot sign in the last 2 transfer window, that doesn't mean that we are not ambitious, and tomorrow we are not going to be there on the pitch trying to win and beat Dortmund. Or when we play against Arsenal, or play City, or play Chelsea, or United, that because we didn't sign in the 2 transfer window, the last 2 transfer window, we are not ambitious. That is complete different thing. We are so ambitious, and we settle our goals very high. That is why we are here in a very good position on Premier League, good position on good situation on Champions League, and then of course arriving in the Carabao Cup in the semi-final. Of course, the FA Cup arrived in a moment that the team was struggle a little bit, but I think our goals, we set our goals very, very high, and of course we'll see what happens. But tomorrow is so important to think only in that game in 90 minutes, to give our best is going to be the key, and don't think that we have a gap. Because it was very good result on the first leg, it's going to be easy. If we are going to think like this, we are going to have a massive problem.
Okay, Jonathan next.
Given the circumstances of the tie, have you specifically prepared for the scenario of conceding 1 or 2 early goals, and the importance of keeping your composure if say you're 2-0 down after 20 minutes?
Do you know, I'm going to ask you, if you play Saturday, how you prepare it? Today is Monday. Traveled from London. The only way that we can prepare the game is talking, and today training a little bit. It's no time. Of course, Dortmund on the first leg play they had more time to prepare the game. And now the same, because they play Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday today. Tomorrow we play, but we play in Saturday. In the only way that we can prepare is talking, and not talking too much, because the players need to rest, need to recover after a very tough game. We play a derby against Arsenal, and you know very well what it means to play a derby, how you prepare. Not only in the physical condition, the energy that you spend, if not mental too. And again, I need to describe the situation. I don't understand again. Difficult to understand. To arrive, in the same situation, both club or both team going to compete for a massive and so important competition like Champions League. Both team play Saturday. I understand. Both team play Friday. Of course, that they're not telling you or complaining or is going to justify nothing, but it's not the same. It's not the same to have 24 hours more or less to prepare the games. You must prioritize different things and another thing that you cannot work on the pitch.
Okay, conscious of time, so anyone who's asked for a question will get one. So it'll be Ian, Jamie, Jigo, Alistair, and then finish with Matt.
And it's strange for me that no one say nothing about that. Sorry, because the first leg was the same, and now the second leg is the same. Of course, that tomorrow we are going to fight and give our best. But again, I think it's impossible in this type of game. Last 16, how important is the game? That one team have 24 hours more than another to prepare the game. I think it's massive.
Sorry, Matt. We're moving on to Ian now. Thank you. No, sorry, Matt. Matt, I've just told you the order of questions. We've got time to fill. Ian, please.
Mauricio, you say that you want to fight. It seems that there was fighting talk at half-time in the dressing room. Danny Rose said it was the best thing that he's ever heard or he's witnessed. What did you say to the players?
That is private. If they want to share with you, fantastic. I am not going to share my words.
And normally you're calm and collected. He said it was quite inspiring.
No, that make me feel very proud, because was the message and the idea that we wanted to translate to them was a massive effect for the second half. Always the coaches not only we try to provide the team and the player the best tools to performance, if not in the motivational side too. And I think if they got the message in the way that he explained, I think it's a beautiful thing. And of course I feel proud about that if they felt that in that moment.
Okay, Jamie.
Mauricio, sort of a follow-on from Ian's question. Your team talks at half-time have had to be quite good recently, because it seems Spurs play much better in the second half than in the first half in the last couple of months. How concerned are you that perhaps you're starting games slowly, especially given tomorrow night Borussia Dortmund are going to be starting the game aggressively, as you said?
Yeah, but if you are going backward, we play a lot of game with a lot of disadvantage. If you only for you remember quick, we play against Manchester City Monday on Premier League, and we play Carabao Cup Wednesday again West Ham. When West Ham play Saturday, and then was 3-4 days to prepare the game again as Wednesday. How you prepare? And always, I think Jesus can explain better because he's the specialist. But always it's so difficult when you are tired, when you don't have time to recovery, and always start the game. It's so difficult, and after 15, 20, 25 minutes you start to feel better. Always is in the opposite way. And of course, this season, with all the circumstances that before some colleague asked me, no one believed in us. No one believed. With all the circumstances, we changed all the fixture and the schedule, and because the plan was to play in our new stadium on September against Liverpool. Look how we need to move and find dates to play with Wembley that was all booked, and all that this situation and circumstance, of course, that affect the team. But because we have a warriors, and because we have a player that, for me, I told you, are heroes in the way that they fight, in the performance, with all the circumstance again. Only we are here because of that. because we are our mentality is a Champions League mentality, is a World Cup winner mentality. But I think in different aspects, maybe we need to improve more to try to have the capacity to fight on the end and win big things. But today the mentality, the capacity to make the effort, I think in my last 5 years, I think the improvement is massive. It's massive. I think that is one of the area that is we reduce or is a small percentage that maybe we can improve. In another areas, I think we can improve more, or we have more room to improve. But in this area, I think it's massive the improvement in the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay, Paul.
Mauricio, who do you think, you mentioned the lack of preparation time and your concerns about that. Who do you think is to blame for the lack of preparation time, and what can be done to give you more preparation time then, if that's what you feel you need?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Your lack of preparation time between games.
Yes.
Who is responsible for that? Who is to blame for that? And what?
Who is responsible?
Yeah. Who is to blame for that? Who do you feel is to blame for that? And what would you like to see done? How do you solve the problem of the lack of preparation time before European games?
I think we need help from the FA. We need help from the Premier League. I don't know because I am not involved in the decisions. But look, Dortmund playing Friday. For us, impossible. We play Sunday when we play the first leg. And then we play Wednesday. And now we play Saturday when Dortmund play Friday. You know, I don't know if it's to blame the FA or to blame the Premier League or to blame Tottenham because it was impossible, or because we changed the date because we still no delivery, or it's not ready our new stadium. I don't know. Or is the TV that wanted us to play on live Saturday or Sunday? I don't know. But it's difficult for me to answer that question because I don't know. I don't know. Look what happened now with Rennes in the Europa League. They cancel the weekend to provide or to help Rennes to play against Arsenal. I think it's in Europe. It's more sensitive, the people or the FA, to helping the club to compete in the best way in Europe. That is my point. I am not going to blame someone, and maybe we need to blame ourselves because we struggle to deal with this type of thing. But of course, that is not fair for the player, for the team, to compete with a massive disadvantage. 24 or 48 hours are massive, and you know very well, and the player know, and everyone knows. I don't say that I'm complaining about someone. It's only that I would like to play always in the same situation that your opponent. That is the most important. Have the same day to prepare a game. If not, it's normal that we need to find different way to prepare the game. The players today are in the critical day to recover. But that is not a thing to complain. And tomorrow we are going to run maybe the same or more than Dortmund. But I think it's not fair. But that is the problem. That in the future is a thing that we need to change if we want to be or to help the English club and to be stronger on that competition.
Okay, Ali, and then Matt to finish.
Mauricio, you talk about that critical time to recovery. Have you had to leave anyone at home that maybe isn't quite ready yet?
Yes, Kieran Trippier is at home after two games. I was so tired and with some small problem, and stay there.
How close is Delhi now?
Delhi, yes, I think it's close, but we'll see if it can be possible for Saturday to be involved with the team against Southampton.
Okay, Matt, with the last question, please.
You mentioned Rennes and Arsenal, and it's been a complaint made by Mourinho over the years, Arsene Wenger. It's not just Tottenham, it's all the clubs. It's all very well moaning about it here in this forum, but isn't the place to do it actually at the AGM at the Premier League? And is it time for the big 6 clubs to tell their chairman to raise it, get it put on the agenda, and actually get something done this time?
Yes, of course. It's about, I don't say that only us. Of course, only when you ask me, I only describe for you understand the situation, and it's not going to be to justify. I told you before to play against Dortmund on Wembley. That is, I wasn't fair in the way that we arrived, both team, and to prepare the game in the condition that we prepare, the circumstance. But of course, it's a thing that I don't know who. But I think it's to be more sensitive with the clubs that play in Europe to provide better condition to on the end to have the same possibility to arrive to the games. I think that is the most important.
But to that end, would you like Daniel to speak to some of the other chairmen and try and raise it?
But I don't know. I don't know how they're working or they're going to work on the future. I don't know. It's true that the FA or the Premier League, I don't know, need to be more sensitive on this type of situation. If not, it's going to be difficult. Okay, was difficult, is difficult, and it's going to be difficult, of course.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.